doing, I'm really excited at the moment. Are you guys excited?
You're pumped.
You're excited.
Yeah.
We've been told we're on a speed turbo test of a podcast
we got 40
today.
minutes today.
And
We're
I,
gonna do the Eminem rap battle podcast.
I'm feeling like after a couple of weeks of like a grey, dreary weather, when I woke up this morning into the sun, I felt like a new
If you
lease of
recharge like
life.
Superman?
Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. The last few years have the podcast itself has been almost an exact time frame of the depletion of my personal relationship with my son's mother.
Gotcha.
And it's I've been hiding the deep darkness of depression quite strongly over it. I don't have to do it a lot because I've kind of going back and forth with her for a long time, right? It's no big deal. But I think today we've gone on and off a number of times. You guys are aware. I'm not going to go into it a whole bunch, but at somewhere after
Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm 85% Kang and 15% mucus. So
he's turning slowly into the slime ball kind of guy.
I am.
But I think
congested.
There was something about the day of the sun where I woke up and I was like, this is it. Like after the initial breakup that we would have on a occasion, it would be a bleak couple of weeks, and then you would kind of wake up into the light. And today's that day. I'm out of it. I've been hanging out with good friends. I've been doing more stuff. I've been getting out there a bit more, and trying to see the light. And I think with the success of so much other things around me, like with the trucks going well, MB Collect launching, Michael coming on board Curtin coming on board to the Northern Boards, and like everything we're doing, like even the podcast where we were looking at the numbers the other day, it was like we're getting close to 100. That's 100 podcasts, like pretty much in a row.
Yeah.
Like
we're coming up to the 100 episode.
I think it's
Really?
Yeah. We're 96, 7.
Yeah. I don't know about you, William, but you have a successful marriage and a loving partner and children, so you might maybe have dealt with this as much. But there's something as I reach 35, and I used to own a home.
Talks like he's old. This guy.
It's more an old level of activity that I've done, because when I was 19, I owned a home and a car and a successful business, and then I ventured off into the distance and started doing more and different things and trying to branch out, you know? And like any small business, it can be a hard trudge with stress and time and money and bills. And when your family relies on you to return income, and sometimes the safety of a just regular job where an income is coming in is very reasonable thing for an average person to want. And I'm totally okay with that.
Yep.
But at this point,
how dare she, right?
Well, I think that's true for any partner or kids and stuff like that, you know? And but I think now with everything kind of going in some sort of direction, touch wood, that we are running along smoothly. I can see the light at the end of the small business tunnel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're like, you know, you've had Eternal for a couple years now. Was there some like touchy moments at the start where you're like, I don't know if this was a good idea?
William's like, this is too many cards.
You kept your day job though while you got started, right? And I think talking to a lot of like entrepreneurs and small business guys and things, I think the late 90s, early 2000s was the like, quit your job, go in hard, do everything you can. And it's like, you know, if your back is against the wall, then you have to make it work. I've never subscribed to that. I've always kept my day job as a truck driver along the way, no matter what I've done. And I think with that in the background,
you got some security.
It does come with a bit of security.
It's just like having 2 mana on tap, you know?
But
two blue mana.
I was like I said, we're
security.
Branching to the age of 35, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there who listen to this podcast. I did recently find out that my son's 15-year-old friends were listening to it.
Yeah,
so
don't quit your day jobs.
I like 15-year-old children listening to us. But
Stay in school.
Stay in school. Stay in school. Go to a trade.
There's
electrician.
Reach 35 and you're single and you no longer have a car or a house, that you really start to.
If you're 25 and you don't know how to drive, you don't have a job, go figure your life out, bro.
But yeah, I don't know, and I think it's feeling good that everything is starting to just slightly, the puzzle pieces are coming together. And there's something with this bright sun this morning. I woke up and I was like, you know what, this is it. I pumped some really loud music, sorry to my neighbors, quite early in the morning, and I've been very productive already this morning. So I'm feeling good, boys. I'm feeling good. You know, like so something really exciting as we see the MB Collect. Like yesterday we had our first customer from
Queensland.
Yeah,
we're in Australia right now.
So
happening.
We've had quite a few transactions through the website, but the majority of the people are Northern Boards.
People are trying it out.
Yeah,
you know?
And they're, you know, it's because we offer just like you do. We at Eternal, we offer delivery to the shop. So most people will look through the website. They'll just select the shop because they're already coming to the shop anyway, right? That's like a regular thing. But the first like postal address, we're like, oh, this is really exciting. It means that naturally people are starting to find the website even before we've started doing any marketing. But that was still a person in West Australia. And our first person over East is just that has just to be.
It's a little special. It's
sister,
exciting. There's that small business new thing going on where every little customer's like, hey, look at this. It's exciting. I downloaded this Shopify app on my phone, and I remember when you had it as well, William, where when a customer puts an order through, your phone goes a little ching. I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's coming through.
William, do you still have the ching noise loud on your phone?
But for William's phone, it's machine gun. You know, Danny,
when the app is open, you can't hear it, but when the app is closed, you can.
Gotcha. Got it.
It's always open, so I don't.
When you were describing this morning, you wake up, and I like to imagine it's that classic sunrise over the hills.
Yeah.
And you're standing there, your hands on your hips, and you're like, basking in the glory. For me,
Danny,
I'm standing on the bottom of the hill, waiting for the sunrise, and instead it's just a mountain of cars. Cars.
The cards are getting bigger. The sun's getting darker.
William, do you ever look at your pile of your cards for Eternal Magic, and you just stand there for a second and you go, shit, that's a lot of cards.
I have a corner.
Yep.
That I put all the unsorted shit.
It's the Lion King scene. It's the scene from Lion King when it says
like,
Simba and
I'll get
Mufasa.
to you.
It's like, what is in that corner of the room? That's the dark realms. That's the
What?
realm of cards
I
we
was just
never
like,
look at.
I'll get to you one day.
Yeah. Has Kang explained to you his bucket theory that he's going to go with moving forward?
one?
Go on.
Oh, dude, it's the strategy. I'm telling you, this is the way. You can adopt this into your own home card sorting as well. If you just have too much common uncommons, just put it in a box. Thing is, you probably have it. That's the secret. If you like open a set, enough of a set,
Yeah.
you just put all your common uncommons in a box, and if someone orders that common uncommon, you probably have it. So
Yeah,
on the
that's what I do.
website, you just list it as in stock. It doesn't matter. Because if you open enough of it, you're almost guaranteed to have that comment somewhere.
So what happens then if someone buys something and it's not in stock?
Then you hit the refund button.
Yeah. That's right.
And guess
that a
what?
good
And guess what?
strategy?
It's a common, so it's like $1.
True.
No one will complain. Yeah.
But you're creating a point of friction of disappointment, though.
Well, they're buying comments, so they need to figure their life out.
Whoa, let's not shit on them too quick. We've just started,
you
right?
can't always there's always gonna be a mistake somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have 100%. So sometimes, even though it's a rare, you could probably mislabel it or misplace it.
And I'm sure you've come across this,
happens.
that we're finding with any of the card games. So we're not just like talking about Magic. We're talking about like the other card games, like we're doing Riftbound as well at the moment. There's multiple variants of each card, and Magic specifically has multiple variants of every single card, and it is hard to keep track of that. And we had this discussion with Kang early on, where he was like, it's his baby right now, and he wants to make sure everything's 100% perfect. And I was like, you gotta scrub that from your brain because 100% perfect is going to keep you down from
it's never gonna
getting stuff
happen.
done. We're talking about whether when we start moving on the sorting and the importing cards into the website onto some of the stuff that we have. And I suggested maybe we give everyone a little packet of cards every day, and like this is your duty. And Kang was like, oh, what if they get the wrong one put in? And I was like, it is going to happen. I can promise you now, it is going to happen. 100%.
So what's happened is I've written up a whole policy for card inventorying, and I've written out the policy so that the average layman, whoever we get on, even someone that doesn't play card games, could be able to read it, understand it, and sort through the cards and go through it. And then ideally, the way I imagine my job now is like, when you have a kitchen, and you have just like the head chef, all he does is inspect the meal before it goes out.
Ooh.
That's all it is. So with the policy, I have everyone else inventorying the cards, but then there's a return system. As the cards go in, I do one last quick check before I commit.
I really like this analogy. Like someone who's also working in hospitality at the same moment, I really want you to be the head chef, Kang. I'm going to get you like maybe I can make your chef hat made out of magic cards or something.
Yep, a little crown.
What I'd like you to do is, like a lot of workplaces have an employee of the month. I would like you to have a stupid sandwich of the month.
Sure.
So who's the chef that yells at everybody all the time?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, here's the Gordon Ramsay. Does
Why
that.
are you?
Here's the stupid sandwich thing with either one of his heads. We can maybe get a bobblehead and put 2 pieces of toast on either side of his head.
Dude.
And the person who messes up the most inputs this week has to carry the bobblehead around with them. Or
I'm
something.
okay with that.
I've given out so many free cards as well. Like if I ship the wrong card, I just tell them to keep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no point shipping it back.
You didn't have to go back into Shopify and then correct the inventory?
Nah, I just give. I don't know. I'll still have to correct it because I send in the wrong version.
Yeah.
And then I'll just ask my customers to keep it and I'll send in the right version.
That happens. You can't expect customers to return.
We just do what we have to do.
Is one game more egregious than others? You finding Magic to be the most one with the most amount of like
Mistakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic.
Magic
Is
is
it
rough.
because of that little magic, like the not secret layer, the reprint? What's the list?
The list is fine because you get to see the symbol.
Yeah.
It's just
The variants.
there
There's
is
so many variants.
variants with the same name and very similar pictures as well.
Correct.
So you have like the Venom, like just 2 to 3 Venoms, which is the same picture, just non-foil and foil.
Yeah, it's why the policy they've written up is specifically for Magic the Gathering, just to reduce the errors. Because when I'm inputting, say, for example, Riftbound, right? Riftbound is simple. If this is the card, this is the name of the card, that's the card. That's all it is. And and there's no finish. If it's a rare, it just comes in foil. That's it.
Oh, okay. So
It's
there's
very
no
simple.
non-foil versions
So like
of the rare?
Riftbound, full black is always rare.
Yeah.
And then silver is uncommon. Bronze is bronze border is always common.
And at most, cards come in like 2 variants.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to figure
Very
out, and you
easy.
just
So
look at
Magic
the card
you
name,
have-
you got the card go.
Wow. When you explain Magic, it's like, yeah, borderless, extended art, foil edge, this, dash,
Yeah,
search,
yeah.
foil,
And showcase,
ripple,
list version.
foil.
Especially the moment where they came. Now the magic thing is like they're coming out with all these different types of foils, and there's like confetti foils and ripple foils and all this stuff, and you're like, it's just as a consumer, obviously it's quite cool to see all the different stuff. Although, did you get your hands on any of those Deadpool?
Oh, no.
Confetti
secret
foils.
light, yeah.
Those things I don't have any level of any like issue, but those things are like an epileptic fit in a card. They actually they hurt your eyes. There's no light thing where your eyes can focus on the card at all. It's actually
It's
kind
too
of
much
a
going
fucking
on.
nightmare.
You know when people get the joke inner sleeves,
Yeah.
glitter inner sleeves, it looks like that.
It's
Too much going on.
It feels like someone's just strode my eyes
But
with a
it is
laser.
Deadpool secret layer, so maybe it's intended.
I guess so.
I guess. Yeah.
I feel like the card should still be viewable to the human eye, though. Like you could be out there killing birds with it.
Speaking about
It's ridiculous.
human, like visible for the human eye, modern Magic cards aren't too bad because you can see the set code and card number on the bottom left. Older cards, brother, it's white text on like speckled border. You can't read shit. Trying to read the card number, it's a headache.
It is like tough for Magic. Like there's so many variants, especially like when you have the old Strixhaven, the first one, when you have the edge foil, it doesn't look like an edge foil. It looks like a normal card.
I agree with that,
And then
yeah.
you have the normal version of that, so you can't see different one until you shine on like with a light.
I started listing those old Strixhaven cards as normal foil or just the whole thing as foil. I've skipped the whole edge foil situation because a customer will also, because now that we have Secret of Strixhaven and Secret of Strixhaven implies a certain level of etching, a customer who doesn't know anything about old Strixhaven will receive a card and be like, where's the edge foil?
Yeah.
And I just don't want to have that conversation at that point. So you get the card as all foil or not foil at all.
Well,
Yeah,
just
okay.
see the number. Number's
but
different.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
And the price differential is not dramatic enough.
I have the Black Tudor, the 2-cost one.
Demonetidia?
Yeah, the demonic
In edge
Tudor, right?
foil?
In edge foil, and it's about $50 more than the regular non-foil one. Except there's maybe a total square meter, or like square millimeterage of 2 millimeters of edge foil on there. There's barely anything on it, and I really like the art. That's why I've picked that one to go in the specific deck that I put it in. But if you're a consumer and you're like, I don't know if I can spend $50 more on that, like, you know what I mean? It's not very obvious. I'm going to tell you that.
Have you seen the prices of French delay?
No.
Are you trying to get us shipped off either?
Can we get cancelled for saying that? I've said the word several times on the podcast before.
I feel like we won't get cancelled, but we
Matt,
definitely.
pull up the image of French delay for the viewers, and then pull up the price of French delay. Apparently, it's in 3 digits now because the meme.
Oh, crazy.
You know
what
when something isn't likely to catch on fire, so it's fire retardant?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the word for
That's the word. Something that's slow.
It is funny though. Like I guess there's quite a few things, and over time there was a point, and it's gone now. It's well gone. 4 or 5 years ago, where I knew probably every Magic card, like every single one. My memory recall isn't always the best with my level of ADHD.
All the relevant
but
ones, right?
There's
You
no
play them.
card that would ever show up, and I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah.
All the way back into the distance of like alpha betas. Like I've seen it. I've come across it at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously the things, but
Relevant ones, not like.
I think I would say as a child who spent a long time sorting through chaff at like the markets and stuff, I would have come across most.
It's like recognized in the way that you can picture the art,
Yeah.
and you can vaguely know what the card does. Doesn't mean that you recognize the card one for one.
Well, it's more like, hey, can you name everyone? No, I couldn't. But how I used to build Commander decks 10 years ago is I'd go to Mythic Spoiler and I would just look and read every single card from every set. So I've scrolled through them many times, but obviously it's impossible now with the millions of cards that have come out.
Yeah.
And my consense of what is worth money and what is not is almost completely gone. Like, obviously, I understand you have your dual lands and stuff like that will always stay in price.
Yep.
But there was something like I was looking at, what's the Mox that taps if you have 3 artifacts?
Mox
Opal.
Yeah, like 300-400 now.
There's a version of it that I have that I bought for $70 from Good Games Rockingham, and it's $900 now.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah. Oh, is it like a fancy art
It's
version?
the Phyrexian Hands one.
Yeah, gotcha.
And crazy. And you know the original Kaladesh Soul Ring.
Yes.
The
Masterpiece.
I don't know. My brain. I was excited about getting up and waking up something, but my brain doesn't work today. Apparently, the Masterpiece. It was $1,200 last year. What do you think it's selling for today?
3,000.
4,000.
So $2,400 US. So yeah, about 3,000.
Yeah.
Australian.
yeah.
There's been multiple price shifts. So after COVID, there was a massive price shift in all the cards. Where also during that time, a lot of cards were getting reprinted. So a lot of older cards went down in price. Newer cards went up in price. Mox Opal, for example, spiked in price because of the unbanning in Modern.
Yep.
For a long time, that card was trickling down in price because of the ban in Modern, and it's seen a couple reprints, but not really enough. And now because it's all free game again, and the best deck in Modern is running Mox Opals. And then recently, there's been a massive shakeup in reserve list pricing because of the format pre-Modern. Pre-Modern is very popular. Pre-Modern is all cards are legal except up until the introduction of Modern. Hence the name pre-modern. I can't remember the exact wordings, but it's old school Magic. The idea is so with old school Magic comes the need to play reserve list. Gaia's Cradle right now, $3,000.
Yeah, I see those punching up.
Sarah Sanctum, 900.
Yeah, I have a second Sarah Sanctum because I have one in my cleric deck that I play regularly, and I have a second one in Enchantment deck that I've never finished building. It's been like
Guess
9
what?
years.
MB Collect.
I should go. Yeah, I should go hoik it out.
Yeah.
Website special boys, look it up.
So, yeah. Turns out the best time to buy reserve list was
When you were
1995.
when I was 4.
I think anything before year 2000, you can buy reserve list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the conversation around reserve list is for another day as well. It's a touchy subject for a lot of people. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, we come up with an idea for the podcast, William, and we're gonna I want to see if I can involve you in some way.
Yeah, we're three single men. And we're going to go speed dating. William, come speed dating with us.
I think his wife would be incredibly impressed with that. I
Forget about it.
I spoke to Kang last week on a Saturday, and we'll talk. And I came up across this thing advertising, and I guess my phone advertising, which is quite good actually. It generally knows what's going on in my life. Realized how single I was, so it started advertising to me speed dating.
For some reason, my phone thinks I'm bold. I keep getting like ads for like Ashley Martin or whatever it is. The hair thing. I'm like, what is, bro?
No,
I don't want to go to Turkey.
It's because it has your birthday, so it knows that you're going to
It's ticking away. It's like, oh, you're getting close to 30, buddy.
It can't see the top of your head, but it's making some assumptions.
Yeah.
And so I said to Kang, I was like, oh, we should definitely go on a speed dating thing for like a bit, right? For the podcast. I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah, guys,
and then literally literally the next day, a friend of mine messages me a link. He's like, hey, have you seen these before? And it's a link to the exact same speed dating thing
Matrix
that I've spoken to Kang about. So I've created it's called Swoon. Anyone else who wants to join us from some speed dating, you let me know.
Swoon.
We can come do it together.
Yeah, right.
And I've called us the Swoon Boys. But what I'd really like, William, is maybe you can come up with some personalities for us that we have to take into the thing.
Ooh, I'm okay with this. We call this gaslight.
Yeah.
Dating.
What I would like you to do all the work for the personality parts that I'm missing, so we can convince some women that I am a somewhat.
How is speed dating like?
I'm assuming, based on only American TV shows that I've seen and no additional research, that you sit down and you talk to someone for X period of time, and then you fill in. I'll be honest with you, the only speed dating
in the same way that I use an alias when I go outside to nightclubs and go clubbing. I'm going to do the same thing for speed
what
dating.
name would you use?
And I want to see how far I can commit to with the bit.
My name's going to be Kong.
Yeah. My plan is to dress up in a suit and have a lot of people like randomly call me,
Danny
and I'm going to speak very little English.
And then you're Danny.
No. I'm gonna. Here's my speed dating persona going in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wear a suit. I'm gonna have set up so that random people call me all the time. I'm busy on the phone all the time. I'm gonna speak very little English, and I'm gonna pretend to be an oil baron.
You know what? Being a cool Chinese man, you might get away with
I want to see how fucking gaslight.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, how many people go there to troll?
I don't know.
It's just me, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, it's just.
My only actual any level of knowledge about speed dating was by watching it on Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
I think I should fit in pretty well. I think.
So when's the speed dating for you?
I've
guys?
seen clips of Love Island.
I'm not sure it's going to be anything like Love Island.
So when you guys register for?
The first one's in July, so it's a couple weeks away. Because there's age
Come join
brackets.
us, William.
Every week there's a couple for 38 and above. But for Kang's a young virile man. So
Can I do 38 and above?
Why
But I
did you go,
specifically
like,
set the
on,
tax bracket to like the maximum. So it's only the rich
just
38
wants
and
to-
above.
Wouldn't
Wouldn't
sugar mama?
Give me that
apps like
sugar mama.
Hinge will be more suitable for you?
Kang, are you on the dating apps?
Nah.
They're real fucking nightmare. Like I currently every time that I split up, like I work so much and I do so much, but I see the same people every day. And I think there's a fallacy that you're going to find as hobbyists, you're going to find a beautiful hobby-centric girlfriend through like a gaming club or something. I'm telling you right now, any punters, it's not happening. I'm telling you right now, it is not happening. Like you will win the lottery before you find the cool emo misses
Yeah,
that
if
play
you
board
want
games
to
with
find,
you.
if you want to find a woman, go out to places where women actually.
But the apps are a true nightmare. I have probably somewhere between two of them, somewhere in range of like 300 matches, I guess. And it's just a graveyard of conversations that last 5 minutes and then never come back. Whether I don't reply because I'm not into it, or the other person doesn't reply because they're not into it. Like it's. This sounds very like vain, but there's a lot of like people that match, and then I'm like, oh, it's not really what I'm into. But then the person I'm matching, I'm trying to talk to, they're definitely looking down at me and being like, I'm not really into that. I don't know why I matched this in the first place. And it's just that hundreds and hundreds of times. And I think there's something about the human mind where you're not supposed to have that max access to options. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like a lot of people who do like efficient lifestyle living be like, oh, I only eat the same thing every day because it takes away the option. It takes away like a bit of like cortisol that your brain has to produce just to do an average thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's why people like routine. They do the same thing every day. It takes away the option, and that's what creates productivity. I think this is the same as with the dating pool. I should only be meeting a couple of women throughout my like week or month that become potential dating options, and then you base your options around that. But when your brain is flooded with hundreds of options, if not more, whether you're the woman or the man in the app, you're going to have too many options, and then they become, in your mind, they become all options, when in reality, most of them actually aren't, right? Most of them aren't actually, it's not gonna ever go anywhere. So it gives a false sense of, not value, but like potential, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that is the true nightmare of the apps. And the main point, the thing is like, I'm not a very good texter in the first place. I'm a little bit poor at replying, as you know, our Patreon members might know. But also, I can't very convey my level of like sense of like
Humor,
and all that through text message. There's been many
Because
occasions.
human-to-human interaction was always supposed to be face-to-face.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to convey through texts and emojis.
Like there was a girl that I was talking to last week. Kang knows his story, but I'll tell her with him. A girl that I was talking to last week, and we got exceptionally well. And her whole thing was like she was. I don't know, maybe I'd caught her on a night where she'd had a few drinks or something. I don't know whether it wasn't that late. It was on a Friday night. It was like 6-7 o'clock at night, and we messaged each other back and forth very quickly. And she was very into it. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe I found you. I can't believe into this." And she was really excited, and we're talking back and forth. So I sent her my phone number, and I was in the middle of running One Piece on the Friday night at the boards. So I was quite busy, but I was trying to punch away these text messages at the same time. So I sent her my phone number. I was like, hey, instead of messaging each other off Hinge. And I was like, text me on here and I won't miss your thing. Anyway, in the meantime, while I'm waiting to receive the text message back from her, I wanted to write up the draft of what I was going to reply with, or basically, because she'd already asked me a question. And I wanted to reply that before she sent me a number so that I could send it off, and then it wouldn't be like I'm in the middle of running One Piece and he gets took out, and then I don't text back for an hour, right? Anyway, so I just write the draft of the text message in the message of the last person who called me. You know, someone calls you, be like, "Oh, you missed a call from this person." Yeah, you can see where this is going. So I reply this whole text message back to this girl that I'm talking to, and then I think it was you, Kang, wasn't it? It was Kang
I
and
saw Danny faceplant at the table.
Kang and someone else to come up and talk to me, and because I'm just typing the text message, I didn't really think about it. And they started talking to me, so I'm talking back, and I just hit send, and I was like, I forgot what I was doing. I was writing a draft in someone else's message. And I look at it, and it's the 65-year-old owner of this building that you're sitting in right now.
The landlord.
The landlord for my chief. And I was like, oh my God.
Hey, man, risky play, but potential high reward, dude. You never know.
That is true.
Shoot your shots. Maybe landlord comes back and he comes back with a smiley emoji.
Maybe I can garnish some rent off a month. But me and this girl spoke consistently for 2 days. And then I just never heard back from her ever again. She just removed me from the app, and it's like nothing. The conversation never dwindled out. It was back and forth. There was no disagreement or anything. And it was just at some point, I guess she sobered up or realized that I don't know. She re-looked at my profile. I was like, that's not it. And I just never heard from her again. I was like, what the fuck, man? What am I supposed to do? But I'm also like real. I don't know. You guys know me well enough at this point. I'm a bit of a goofy fucking idiot, and I do stupid things that put myself in potential problematic situations constantly, right? Like yesterday it was my sister's child's birthday. It was a 2-year-old birthday party, so I'm there, and all of my sister's friends are there, and she's been trying to link me up with some of her friends in the past. Before it's not
that feels like the strat, right?
It's not. She is 10 years younger, but she does work in a place where there's lots of different age groups. So she's got older friends. I'm trying to
historically,
down.
Like traditionally, when you date, it was like friends of friends, or you at social gatherings and you meet in person. And it works out way better than having to figure out what the fuck that emoji means.
This is the same thing. Like we've talked about as well. Like talking to people through like Tinder and Hinge and these stupid fucking websites. People keep sending me emojis, and I realize I'm old and I have the old understanding of emojis. Do you know what the laughing emoji is for children today, or like younger people?
Laughing.
Upside down smiley.
What's the laughing emoji? What would you use?
LOL. I don't know.
Wow. We're just with the pre-emoji era, bro. He's hitting the laugh out loud, LOL.
As a middle-aged millennial, I would use the laughing emoji with the 2 eye drops. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone apparently younger than 4 years younger than me would use the crying face with streams of tears coming down.
Yeah, that's what I use.
I don't know.
No, but that's the haha funny laugh.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I would use. I got told I was old because I used the haha.
No, because your laugh is the
gosh.
that's funny, and then the tear, like the tear streaming down, is like the anime, like oh no. It's like you have an embarrassing story and you finish it with the tears going down emoji.
See, it's too much for me, right?
Apple added my new favorite emoji of all time, which is the distorted face emoji. It's the like the
with
blush,
the big eyes
the
going
blush
out?
cheeks eyes out emoji. Incredible.
I do love replying to.
Before then, my all-time favorite was the upside down smiley face.
Yeah, I used that a lot.
That was incredible.
Why is it upside down?
Because it's basically pretending that you're happy, but you're
It's like
not
a
happy.
sarcasm face, basically. The closest thing we have.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm at this my sister's birthday party yesterday, and I don't know. I'm standing there. I just brought Connor to my sister's birthday kid's party. He was whatever, and then with my son, right? And I was just standing there, and all of a sudden I had the urge to just do this Irish accent. I don't know why, so I just did some hoity-toities. You know what I mean?
Sure. When you're around kids, I get it.
Yeah. And I guess I didn't realize, but there was an Irish lady there. And she'd just been talking to someone right in front of us, but I didn't necessarily hear her. I think I must have background heard her.
She took offense to it?
Yeah, and I did the Irish accent thing. I said something about something. I don't know, I can't remember. It was nothing was bad. I just did the accent.
So but now, buddy, now you got to go the entire party as an Irish accent and solve the fact that you're Irish.
And then she looks at me and gives me all dirty looks. And I was like, I don't recognize in my brain that I'd heard her speak, but I clearly must have. And then Connor and Lucas just start keel over laughing, and they're like pissing themselves. And I was like, what's this lady looking at? What's it mean? And Connor looks at me, he's like, did you not hear her voice? Like, hear what she said? I was like, hear what that lady said? I was like, no. She's like spoken, like she's obviously Irish and spoke, and then you just made a voice to her. And I was like, fuck. So in one foul swoop, I pissed off all of my sister's friends in one go. I was like, well, it's time for us to leave, boys. But it's like, so I think I constantly get myself in situations where not paying just the slightest enough attention gets myself in trouble. And I think that's going to be hard.
No, we're
hard
fussing over the little things, mate. That's all good. It's all good.
So
maybe one of them was into it.
They're into the half fake Irish accent. So there was another bird on Hinge that I was talking to, and she kept sending me voice messages. Which, if you play One Piece, I one of the nights at One Piece, I played the voice message she was sending me over the speaker.
Do people do voice messages often?
Yes, there's a lot of them, bro. I don't know. Wade sends them to me all the
Is
time.
it a new generation thing? People don't have time to type no more.
I hate it.
I use it a lot.
Yeah.
But
is it for English or when you have to speak Malaysian or whatever?
And my Malaysian friends, we use voice message.
Okay, that's understandable because it's different. It's difficult to type. Wait, are you speaking in English?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Brother, we have a keyboard.
To me, I then have to like play the thing on my phone, put it up to my ear, and then listen to it like three times.
It's like having a phone call, but
it's not a phone call.
So my parents will use voice messages, but that's because they're old.
Voice message is so easy.
I'll be driving and I'll receive it and I'm like, okay, so then I'll play it and then I'll play it again through the car, like audio, and I have to listen to it 3 times. And so I've got it, and then I've got to like voice to text back. Although voice to text is my mortal enemy. I've sent a million voice text messages where I've looked back and I was like, that's not what I said at all. Thank you. The Siri really doesn't understand what I'm saying most of the time.
Yeah, but voice message, I use it a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Well, on One Piece Fridays, I was this girl was messaging me with his voice messages, so I would then play the voice message over the speaker in the store, and then I would get them to suggest how I'm supposed to reply.
That's a good bit. That's a high risk, high reward. That's a good one right there.
We had fun. That also.
I like the idea of people. The One Piece crowd is cheering on in the background.
It was. We had a good night. It didn't lead anywhere with the girl, but we had a fun night. It was great. So I don't know. I think overall, dating is a fucking nightmare.
I think the ultimate strategy is just have enough like female friends. You have enough female friends, and just your network spreads out. Your value goes up.
Yeah,
and then the strategy is that when you reply, you can be like, hey, what should I reply with?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I do probably need a female view of my Tinder profile and be like, hey, is this good or is this fuck? Is this causing me a mischief by not being what the women are looking for? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, Will.
You hear it, kids. Hang out with women more. Make your life a lot easier.
Anyway, so if any of Lucas's friends' mums are interested, just let me know.
That would be a nightmare for Lucas.
Hey, that's usually how it goes, right? Like, I've had quite a few friends who the only access to other women is other single parents at the schools they take their kids to. So, but my kid's 16. I ain't out there hunting other kids' 16-year-old parents. You know what I mean?
Good to go. Look. You know what? I'll make a conscious effort to dive into the dating world, and at some point, I'll come back with stories to retail.
You go on Hinge or whatever it's called now.
I have. So what Danny's experiencing, what Danny's talking about right now, is a common experience with all my friends that have been on dating apps. And like, Danny is actually one of the better candidates for the dating apps, right? Because like,
no, I appreciate you saying that. I don't think that's true.
Trust me, buddy. In the Warhammer Magic the Gathering world, you could do a lot worse.
I see you've set the bar really low there.
Yeah, the bar's real low. So I've got friends of mine who.
What on earth?
If you might be amused
because the trick is you are getting matches.
That is true. Yeah.
Because I got plenty of my friends who go on those dating apps, and I've seen them. It's real depressing. Because
zero.
I think
match?
what's even worse is
that is quite common. Yeah.
Yeah. What's even worse is when I got friends of mine who go on the apps and they've just gone 0 matches.
Yeah.
And they've been on it for like a month, and they've maybe gotten like a handful, and those handful are bots. And they you can see the soul get sucked out of them, just slow one by one. And then the problem is that, once again, turns out, guys, go talk to women. Go hang out with women more. Because you'll figure out what they actually want, like what they actually like, how to improve yourself, and be a better person.
I don't know about that. I had an on and off 17-year relationship. I'm not sure.
Nah, trust me. You got to drop the bar real low. We're talking about the Warhammer. We're talking about the card gamers. We're talking about the guys that don't talk to women. And like, I look at their profiles, and their profile is like 3 selfies, and their interest, they have like, I play card games and video games.
Yeah.
And
do not mention you play video games.
Do not play.
Even if the girl says she plays video games,
do not say video games on any dating profile. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's my number one tip.
Oh,
bro.
why not?
Because girls, it's a massive ick. To the average
yeah.
woman, it's a massive ick because it's seen as unproductive.
Yeah. It is unproducctive.
It is, yes.
We're all fans of games
Have
here.
you put like serial entrepreneur?
No, I do have listed as small business owner because I think it's important for them to know that I have poor time management, and there's two things.
It's
that's
also important to know
synonymous
that you need to advertise yourself as employed.
Yes, that does
But
help. Yeah.
so yeah, on the dating,
Never
so
write self-employed. That doesn't look. That they don't know if you're like selling like Vita
crack
juice or
cocaine.
something.
But yeah,
Girls are into that. I can tell you that.
yeah. But then so just like you make conscious effort to actually put the work in.
Yes.
To improve yourself.
Oh, look.
And that's what
already know what
that's
he's
what
doing.
that's what
That's
the,
why he's
the
been going to
dating
the gym
apps
for
are.
a year and a half.
Yeah.
He's solid.
That's why it's like I had to diversify my interests. I had to go out and like pick up photography, pick up skating,
Damn.
pick up like different little things to kind of like experience the world a little bit. So
It's got notes going down.
exactly. So that's my pro tip. That's my pro tip. Just like put a little conscious effort,
All right.
or talk to women and figure out actually what the women actually are interested in.
That's your goal.
And then
this
guess
week.
what, guys? They're not scary. Okay, this is actually I was having a conversation with Kurgs the other day, right? About how I don't know. There seems to be like the classic nerd seems to be very like backlashy to having women in their hobby. They're very
Yes.
gatekeepy, and they're very like, oh my god, they're turning custos into women as well. Whatever, you know. But I'm like shoulder to like my hand to your shoulder, buddy. You want women playing your
Yes,
hobby.
yeah.
You want women in this hobby because it makes this entire place more diverse and like a lot better because it's going to be you're going to have a larger crowd of people, more interesting crowd of people, and guess what? If you talk to more women, maybe you'll have a chance. Yeah, and then maybe like you can get your shit together.
I find as well, especially in a hobby space, as you see increase in female population start to grow.
Yeah.
The men that used to
Men have to be less retarded.
Yes, that's it, right?
Men have to be less French delay.
You do notice, as someone who's been in this industry a long time, the men who come regularly start to clean themselves up a bit more
Yeah.
and wear more reasonable clothes, and they're
And then the golems have to flee back into their hidey holes, dude.
it's more.
Yeah.
It's more that the a lot of blokes will come in. And if they're just hanging out with your mates, if I'm going around to see Connor and we're going to like go kick the footy,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to shower before.
If I go somewhere where I know there's gonna be women, I'll do my hair up.
Yes.
You know, I'll
Right.
wear nicer clothes.
bit of deodorant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nicer shirt. And when that's not there, men can degrade fairly quickly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know if I was hanging out with mates and we're going to go camping, I could easily go 9 days without showering. It was just staying out camping. Somewhere where we're in the bush already, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Easily
yeah.
done.
Okay.
No dramas.
The river and the rain.
Yeah, the
you
river and
know?
the rain. That'll do it, right? But what I'm saying is, when you come to a game store, it's not the fucking river or the camping site.
Yep.
You can shower every day. Nothing's stopping you, my boy. And a bit of female presence just creates an air of like, I'm going to put a little bit of effort in.
Expectation.
Yeah, because as any male with any level of working testosterone, there's a little core point in the back of the cerebellum where you're like, there's a chance. There might never be a chance, but you have to. It's part of your genetic profile to like think that you can procreate, and that's important. I think that's important for the human society, and that I think you come that across a lot when you have there's like, you know, the sideways demographic of guys who are like very anti-women, and you can tell they've given up.
incels?
Yeah.
Dude, there's definitely, I mean, like the Venn diagram behind like incels, video gamers, and like Warhammer players is like one fucking big old circle. Dude, guess what, dude? The whole joke of touch grass and talk to women, it's real, buddy. Get your fucking shit together.
Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll replace the front mat where you wipe your feet as you come in the store with one of those green mats of grass.
Please. And then a can of deodorant.
Well, I feel like overall we do pretty well at Northern Boards.
I'm actually super glad. I'm actually super glad because, for example, the card games. Actually, you know what? I say this, but really in the last 10 years, card games and Warhammer and all these hobbies has been actually becoming a lot more normalized in society. A lot more people picking it up as a genuine hobby, and the demographics are becoming a lot nicer. Like, I want to, you know, I hate to use the word, but it is getting more normy, right? Like, getting more normal. And so, like, a lot more women are picking up Warhammer. You know, it's more because, you know, they get to touch their creative side. It's interesting. The building and hopping is actually legitimately fun for them. And then in card games as well, the social aspect is really appealing to them. And so you have a lot more women picking up card games as well. And it's legitimately good to see. And I want to see more of that going forward in the future. So I think, what was it? There's a trend in Warhammer called like bedazzling. You bedazzle your like your minis.
Nice, I love it.
You know, like you turn them into girl bosses or whatever.
Yeah,
where like
yeah,
you take the like there's this famous Instagram profile where it's this girl. She takes Tyranids and she makes them all like pink and purples and glittery and stuff. And legitimately, even though I'm not necessarily into that aesthetic, it's executed very well. And I actually kind of like it.
I guess very colorful bugs is very prevalent in the actual real world, right? So
and the funny thing is in Warhammer they made Sisters of Battle as, let's say, the female demographic, like the female representation of Warhammer was the Sisters of Battle for the longest time. Women will go into Warhammer and they go, Sisters of Battle, don't care. And they go straight to Tyranids, they go straight to like Slanesh or whatever, they go for like the crazy stuff.
There was something egregious about putting the female warriors in high heels that some people might not associate with directly, you know what I mean?
Correct.
Do you guys feel, because I feel it's different, like I think board gaming is the most female acceptable outside of the hobby thing that you can get along with. I've had some success with that, like as using that as a
because it's a social hangout.
Yeah, it's more of a communal thing. Do you feel like the video game specifically and like the hobby games are seen as the same level of kind of ick to a lot of women, or is there a varying level? Like I think personally
getting more accepted.
Yeah, like it's because there's more female content creators in the video game space that it feels now, but a lot of those I guess are directing at men to then follow them. Right?
A lot of the social, like let's say the social like female demographic of board games isn't those like Scythe or Twilight Imperium. It's like those party games, those fun party board games where like for example, like a lot of YouTubers are making content around cards like Flip 7 or Cards Against Humanity. You know, those fun social games. That's, if you describe it as that oftentimes that is what they associate to.
Yeah, okay.
So you tell them I play Twilight Imperium 4th edition, their eyes glaze over.
Are your young daughters like interested in the hobby at all, like in any of it? Because you've had it around your house for a long time, and you're very you don't hide it. Like you always have your like comic book statues and your Warhammer and your cards. Are they interested in anything in that direction at all, or is it still something that's not piqued their interest at all?
They like Pokemon. That's it.
They do. Legos?
My elders like Pokemon. That's it. Yeah.
Do the kids do Legos? Sorry? Do they do the Lego? Do they do Legos?
They play with it.
The strategy is Pokemon. Guys.
Yeah, that is.
Find out Pokemon, dude. Do research. One of the first women I dated was like, the first conversation we had was, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh,
and
really?
At that point, I was a real sweaty nerd. And I was a real sweaty nerd who did not give a fuck about Pokemon. So I just had to make her some shit, dude.
What did you pick with just the cutest looking one?
Yeah, I just picked Eevee.
Yeah,
I was like, I like Eevee because he can put it to anything I want.
It looks like
it's
a cute little dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kid loves Pokemon. My youngest, she just loves unicorns and stuff. So yeah, it's not much hobby, but they like to play. I don't know.
Are they artistic? Do they do a lot of like artistic kind of stuff?
They draw colors and stuff. But yeah, they do lots of stuff. It's just not screen time.
Yeah.
One day, one of your daughters is gonna walk up and be like, "Papa, can we paint this?" And it's a Space Marine.
That's all right. I'll do it.
I'm really hoping that Will's kids call him Papa. That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, well, whatever they want to do, like I'm fine. I'm cool with it.
My beautiful young son, he always saw me having a lot of Warhammer around the house. And back when he was younger, his mother worked night shift a lot. So I was, I'd be home with him a fair bit in the evenings. And he would, when he'd go to sleep, I'd pull some Warhammer stuff out and paint it. And so he really wanted to do it. But his level of ADHD is so laser focused that not focus, I guess. He can't really focus on things even if he wants to focus on it. So he would be really excited. I gave him like a Bretonian horse, you know, those old classic ones. And he really wanted to paint it. And he probably attempted to paint that thing probably 20 times. And he just 2 minutes into the activity, his brain was already off doing something else. And then he'd be running around in circles like a puppy.
I guess, I don't know. I'm not too fussed if they want to do what I want to do. But yeah, it's fine.
All right, speed episode. We're coming across 45 minutes now. We got to start wrapping it up. Any last words, folks?
Marvel next week. Armageddon next week.
Oh, yeah.
We got some of the biggest releases of the year all wrapped up in 1 month.
We got everything's coming out in June. Duo release.
A
limited edition Warhammer.
For some reason, Lorcana's back on. Everyone's back on Lorcana speculation.
We're on Lorcana. Lorcana price is going up. Box is selling again.
Come buy our stuff.
Northern Boards, Total Magic, MB Collect.
Anyway,
come check
if
us
anyone's
out.
got any Tinder recommendations, send them to me.
Next episode, Danny will be married. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey, we've seen it go quickly
dun.
recently.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.